The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram as the Eagles collect a 24-16 win over Catawba College's Catawba Indians. Ashley, what a high-quality, consequential November game. Chess match, a little bit of everything. Special teams play was off the charts. Sum this one up, aided by an Isaiah Kane interception in the final minute to secure a win.
Yeah, Coach Weiser said to me, and I agree with it, I don't know if I've ever seen a better special teams game. In every aspect, Cam Ferguson returning kicks, the way we punted the ball, the way we kicked off and covered against a very, very dangerous guy that scored touchdowns this year. Just awesome on special teams. Obviously, our defense, you can't say enough about them, just week in and week out. Coach Allman has those guys ready to play in the defensive staff. Offensively, we did some very good things, scored some points. Had a few other things probably we left out there, and a penalty or two here and there. But overall, what a great team win and a great team victory. And we've put ourselves in a position to place another very, very consequential game next week against Newberry.
You allude to the defense. The defense today playing against the conference's top-scoring offense. You hold them 20 points below their average, but also one of the best red zone offenses in the country. Catawba had 5 trips in the red zone. Yes, they do score 16 points, but only 1 touchdown out of those 5 trips in the red zone. What can you say about the defense's bend but don't break effort today?
Well, you can't say enough about them. Obviously, I put them in a bad spot at the very end of the game. I was trying to end the game because they had used their 3 timeouts.
It worked against Wingate.
It worked.
It didn't work here today against Catawba.
It did not. Probably made more sense to punt and make them go 90 than. But anyway, you know what they did? They came through. They bailed me out as they've done all year. Isaiah Kane, what a great football player he is, and he makes the play. Now, I thought prior to that, the pass interference on him, the time down before, I hadn't seen it, but I thought it was great defense. He intercepted the ball, and the game essentially is over then. But just great effort on defense, great execution, great game plan from Tyler Allman. Just a great day.
I want to drill down a little bit deeper into the special teams. We haven't talked extensively about it this year. So often you're taking a touchback. You've had your Bennett Smith with some moments. We haven't talked postgame about Grayson Campbell. He punted 3 times today. All 3 of his punts were longer than 50 yards. All 3 of his punts pinned Catawba inside the 20. 2 of them pinned the Indians inside the 10. How consequential was he today?
Oh, it's huge. When 3 drives start inside the 10 and you win the game by a score, obviously it's huge. But Grayson has been awesome. Obviously, we made our kicks. Our coverage was awesome, as I said. Cam Ferguson returning kicks to midfield. I think 2 of them were out beyond the 40 or somewhere in that ballpark. So just a great job by Coach Weiser getting our guys ready, and then obviously a great job by our guys executing.
A gritty day offensively. You didn't have a rush longer than 20 yards. You did have the 2 30-plus yard pass plays to Cade Meeks and Cam Ferguson. How did your sum up how the offense did against a Catawba team that has gotten better defensively as this season has gone along?
Well, I thought we were doing great. We had one down earlier where we had a holding penalty, which, I'll have to see it on film. But we were set up in great position. Get down on the first drive of the game. We've got to get a touchdown there. We had to kick a field goal. But, again, you said it, the word gritty. We find a way. We're 3 of 3 in red zone opportunities. We're 5 of 7 throwing the football. I don't know if that's the final stat or not.
Yeah, that's the final.
Yeah, so just gritty, and we beat a very good football team. I mean, these guys come in here 6-2.
Yeah,
they're a good football team. They got a quarterback that's been around playing forever. They're as good up front on the offensive line as anybody will play all season. And to find a way to win, parts of it are beautiful, actually. The special teams play is beautiful. The defensive play is as good as it gets. And offensively, we had our moments, but you got to give them credit as well.
You talked about Preston Brown, number 3 in the country in terms of completion percentage coming in. Most of his yardage came late as he was trying to rally Catawba, but you limit him 13 to 25 through the air, 204 yards. Just the 3rd pick that he's thrown all season. You sack him 5 times. break down the complementary aspect of what your defense did, applying pressure, but also some pretty good coverage in the back end.
Well, we've been doing it all year. Our defensive front and linebackers are relentless in their rush. We can cover. We play a lot of different packages, and we play a lot of different people. All those guys can cover. And then obviously you got to call the right plays at the right time, and Coach Allman's doing a great job with that. I'm just fired up for our guys, and just can't wait to get back at it again on Sunday.
Jaden Sullins becomes the 22nd all-time rusher in program history with 2,000 career yards. A season high, 20 carries for him, 68 yards a day. What did you see from your B-back?
Well, he hard rushing yards. Obviously, those guys were keying on him. But if we'll run the fullback 20-plus times, and then we're 5 of 7 throwing the ball, we'll win a lot of football games because it tells you the way the game's going. We're playing good defense. We're playing good on special teams. We're throwing the ball on our terms and things like that. So, Jaden's been great.
You alluded to it earlier. My, oh my, what a game next week in Setzler Field in Newberry, South Carolina. Carson-Newman versus Newberry. The Wolves play Anderson. Well, they should kick off in about 4 minutes. If Newberry wins that one, they're guaranteed no worse than a share of the SAC championship. You could work yourself into a share regardless of the outcome of that game next week at Newberry. Take me through the next 7 days as you prepare to head to Setzler Field for a highly consequential showdown against the Wolves.
Well, we're in control of our own destiny. If we win the next 2 games, obviously we would certainly be SAC champs, maybe co-champs. We'd have all the tiebreakers. So we'll take one at a time, and we'll focus on Newberry. Obviously, they've got a very good team. They go into the game against Anderson today 7-1. There's a reason they're 7-1. They're pretty good. So we just have to focus on us. We have to probably play a little better than we did today, to go on the road. But our guys are fired up. They understand exactly where we're at. They understand the situation we're in, and they will be ready to play.
Ashley, pleasure as always. Congrats on a gritty, guiling win today over the Catawba College Catawba Indians.
Thank you. I like gritty wins.
Vintage Ashley Ingram. We're back with more on the Domino's postgame report. We'll hear from Champ Baker, Isaiah Kane, Jaden Sullins, Grayson Campbell, all headed your way after this when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.